Hello and welcome back to Valkyria Chronicles. Right. This time we're going point blank. Thank you. One more clean hit and that thing is history.
Here we go.
Enemy tank neutralized. Operation complete.
Yes, we stopped it. Nice work, Ace.
Yep, well done team.
Woohoo! Now you're my hero, Welkin.
The Imperials are running off for now. Looks like we bought some time at least.
I don't think they brought any anti-tank weaponry themselves. They weren't expecting a small village to have a tank.
Welks, it's a boy. Martha had a boy.
You know, labour doesn't always work quite that fast. I mean, some women are in it for a long time.
She gave birth in Dad's tank?
Yep.
Yes, and without complications. They're both perfectly healthy.
So, are we implying that Isara had a chance to midwife while driving the tank?
Good. That's fantastic. Now let's stay sharp as we head out of town.
Because while you don't technically need a midwife to give birth, it's a very good idea. Okay. We did well there, people. The episode has been added. With home at our backs. And yes, this is a very cinematic heavy game, but that's okay.
2 hours after the first shots were fired, Brule was under Imperial control.
Let's face it, we didn't have a damn way of holding it.
Though a mere skirmish by Empire standards, the raid on Brule would mark Welkin Gunther's first taste of battle and begin his rise to a Gallian hero.
Alicia.
I thought I would be ready for this. I knew war meant this might happen. It hurts. Seeing my town overrun like this.
Of course it
seeing
does.
all those people killed.
It's your home,
just
they're
not
your
right.
friends.
How could all this happen? It isn't human, Welkin.
So I'm sorry, my attitude is basically, you should never start a war, but you should always be prepared for one. Because there'll always be some arsehole who doesn't hold your values.
If anything threatens their home, they'll risk their lives to defend it. People are animals too. We do what we have to, when we have to.
Very true.
Animals are in a constant struggle to stay alive, but I've also seen them help each other, almost like they were cooperating in order to survive.
Cooperating?
That's why I'm so into studying natural science. That coexistence. I want to know how it works. If we could figure that out, mankind could put it to use for our own survival.
Actually, mankind's very good at working together.
That's why
Some
I
of the
want to
time.
be a teacher, so that I can pass that knowledge on to the children. I mean, even if we can't completely eliminate war, at least we might learn to live together as one people.
Ah, he's an idealist.
You think so?
Welks, look. Martha fell asleep, so that makes me the babysitter. See, Alicia?
Oh, he's adorable.
What on earth she got him
Just
wrapped
like you
in?
said, even in war, new life happens all around us. Come here. Look, that's your hometown.
And it's on fire!
Someday, we'll come back home again.
Yes. Someday soon. I know it.
Because I assume the Empire isn't particularly interested in pursuing them.
Chapter 3, Vassal Urban Warfare.
So it's been added. Yes, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm assuming the Empire isn't particularly interested in following them because A, they're a small group of refugees, and B, they have a tank. So actually trying to take him out is probably not worth
In
the
March
effort.
of 1935, the Empire began its invasion across Gallia's eastern border. Maximilian, commander of the Gallian invasion front, built his army around mobile armor. Ghirlandaio and the other fortresses along the border fell to his tanks in quick succession.
Tank rush. Sorry. I should take this seriously, shouldn't I?
Bruhl's fall in under 2 hours was typical of villages in the Empire's path, and the road to the capital bore a steady flow of refugees.
And I'll freely admit, I do actually kind of like this game's framing
Grand
device.
Greece, Gallia's capital, a town secure and stable since ancient times. Within its walls stood the castle Rand Greece, and within its unicorn spire resided Cordelia, Gallia's princess.
Okay, if she's the princess, does that mean there's a king? Because if there isn't, she really should be a queen.
Was a system of universal conscription. Under it, all schools required military training each year. In the event of a war, citizens were then drafted into the militia to defend their country.
Well, I've heard worse ideas.
As the conflict with the East grew worse, both Welkin and Alicia found themselves no exceptions to that fate.
Plus, let's face it, the dude has his own tank. I suspect, it's kind of hard not to get conscripted in that case.
So these are my new digs.
What are your qualifications for military service? Well, I own a tank. Welcome aboard!
Oh, my uniform. I should get changed before reporting in. Better get ready now. Flares, binoculars, a compass, and a map. Everything you need for a nice hike. Or combat.
I'm sorry, if you're going into combat, you want more than just flares. A gun and some bullets would be nice.
Welkin? Can I come in?
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm an advocate of sword combat, but not in this kind of war. I mean, I'd be strongly considering carrying a sword as a backup weapon, because, well, you never know when things are going to go to a close-range distance, and if the other guy pulls a knife and you pull out a long sword, you've got the advantage.
Oh, you're already changed too. Let's see. Not bad, not bad. You look good, actually. So, how about me? Do I look alright in this? Convincing?
Yep.
Let's take a look. Yeah, you look fine. You wear it like a pro.
Really? You're not just saying that?
Not. Well, yeah, kind of, but...
Of course not. You look tough. I like it.
Oh, good. I was worried it looked kind of silly.
No way. That plating on the back? It's like a coleopterate exoskeleton. Beetle-tastic.
Beetle-tastic.
Colio what? And did you just say beetle? Welkin?
To quote The Simpsons, nerd!
What kind of girl wants to hear that she looks like a bug?
Depends. A lot of people consider butterflies very beautiful.
Huh? Not just any bug. A rhinoceros beetle. King of the insects. Who wouldn't want that?
Uh-huh. I guess I'll just try to take that as a very welcome sort of compliment.
Probably for the best.
Tell me about that scarf. You've been wearing it since I met you.
Oh, this? It's part of my uniform from the bakery.
Is that right?
I don't want to forget the time I spent busting my buns baking.
Oh, that's a terrible pun.
I plan to keep wearing it until I can get back to manning the ovens again.
I'm not sure they'd let you, but okay, let's assume that their uniform regulations are a teensy bit lax.
That's great. Once you do, I'll be first in line to get some of that bread.
And admittedly, I have been rewatching MASH recently, and one of the main characters in that is trying to get out of the army by wearing a dress. It doesn't work, but it doesn't stop him trying.
Is that a promise? Well, I'll be sure to have plenty of it ready and waiting for you.
So he does actually have quite the
Absolutely.
collection of female
If
clothes.
you're ready, we should probably go see the captain now.
You know, and since they won't let him out of the army, you get fantastic quotes like, "That man was wearing a dress!" Yeah, but at least he's got the legs for it. Squad 7 is born.
Come in. Excuse me, ma'am.
Gentlemen.
Galleon Militia enlistee Welkin Gunther, reporting for duty.
Ma'am, Galleon Militia Enlistee Alicia Melchiot, also reporting for duty.
Tone it down a
I'm
bit,
Captain
guys.
Eleanor Barat, commander of this regiment. Gunther, you're promoted to lieutenant. You'll be leader of Squad 7 now.
Ma'am,
Enlistee Melchiot, you're promoted to sergeant. You'll be under the lieutenant's command. Understood?
Ma'am,
What do you know? It is you. Nice coincidence, huh, Welkin?
Valdio? I had no idea that you'd enlisted.
Yep. Now that there's a real war going on, I joined up. Pretty much all the officer and training boys are here just like you.
You know each other.
Yes, ma'am. We knew each other at university. Welcome was in science and I was in archaeology.
Archaeology is a science.
And just look at us now. No archaeology or science. Looks like the two of
If I'm
us are
being
studying
picky.
more, I guess.
Looks that way. It's good to see you.
And
I mean, technically, I suppose you
That'll
could
be all
also
for now.
consider it a
There's
history,
strategy
and it
briefing
depends whether you
later
consider
today.
history
But you
science
still have
or...
time for you to catch up.
Either way.
You'll be spending a lot of time on the post and in Randgreaves. They'll be your new home. So get to know them.
Yes,
That'll
ma'am.
be all. Report back in time for the briefing. Until then, you're dismissed.
Aha. So we can go to the squad barracks now. So we don't have a terribly big squad at the moment. We don't have much in the way of stuff to outfit them with, but that's okay. So at least we've now got a shock trooper and a lancer, which is good. Let's go to the command room so we can actually choose some members for Squad 7.
It's good to see you doing the rounds. Welcome. This is the command room. Use it to structure your squad.
Will do, Captain.
You will have access to both drafted and volunteer recruits. Now that I think of it, Squad 7 is still short on soldiers, isn't it? I'll explain how this works. This is the master list. The recruits have all been assigned classes based on their talents.
Makes sense.
I should probably touch on the 5 classes, just so we're clear.
Can I remember them all? Yes, I can. Scout, shock trooper, lancer, engineer, sniper.
First off, you have the scouts. Just like the name suggests, they'll be your eyes.
Lightly armed but fast.
Their best asset is their mobility. They can go out, collect intel, then make it back safely. That, and a keen eye for enemies. A good scout can spot a man in tall grass from 100 yards. That comes at the price of firepower. Their job is spotting enemies, not taking them out. Next up, the shock trooper. They're the ones to break through enemy lines and clean up.
Yep.
They offer excellent offense and defense. As far as combat goes, they're as good as it gets.
So they're your best general purpose infantry.
While they lack any specialized techniques, they also don't have any obvious shortcomings. Think of them as the least finicky unit in your squad, Lieutenant. After them, we have Lancers, then anti-tank units. They're critical when facing armored targets. Their purpose is pretty self-explanatory. In most cases, they're the only way to stop a tank.
Unless you have your own tank, of course.
They're also well shielded from explosives, which conveniently includes tank mortars. Sadly, they're slow and weak to gunfire. Their limited ammo could also be called a drawback.
Yep.
Changing gears, we have the engineers. They handle supplies and perform combat support.
Always
They can
useful.
restock other units' ammunitions, treat the wounded, even repair tanks on site.
And that's very
They can
useful.
place sandbags for cover, disarm mines, repair towers, you name it. Their actual combat skills are very low. Think of them as combat facilitators.
Never heard Station Combat Engineers.
We have the snipers. They can shoot down targets from a considerable distance.
Oh, I need to stop yawning.
You won't find better soldiers for marksmanship and range. They can hit targets I can barely see. Sniping rifles also come with scopes that work to augment a sniper's natural eyesight.
Yep.
Drawbacks include low mobility and defense. If the enemy gets them alone, they're done for.
Yeah.
That should cover the basics. Go ahead and put a squad together now. There's room for 20.
That's a pretty big squad. So, who have we got? So we're gonna need a moderately well-balanced squad, I would have thought. And I like the fact they all have, little stats. So, this one, for example, has country bred. So standing on bare dirt leads to a boost in concentration and raises their accuracy. Having allies of the same class nearby puts them at ease, raising their evasion. And bad back. Bending over to crouch puts strain on their weak back, causing a drop in defense. So that's not a terribly great thing for a scout to have. And there's an awful lot of these. There is a decent amount of variety. Yeah, and you've got... I love that, having women around makes them want to look good, making them shoot with greater accuracy. And I like the fact that that particular bonus can be assigned to either male or female soldiers. And there's an equivalent one of Fancy's Men, which again can be assigned to either male or female soldiers. And I don't think the game really cares. Which is nice to see. So, we're going to want at least one scout, I would have thought. So, let's put her in.
I'm Frisia York, handsome. I know you'll take real good care of me.
I'm not a fan of hooped earrings, but welcome to the squad. Okay, then we're getting into our shock troopers. So, I reckon we'll want a couple of scouts. So, metal allergy fancies men and women. See? Told you the game doesn't care. It's just steady drain of HP. That sounds pretty bad. So, okay. And they get bonuses if they're near someone they like as well, which is useful. She hates. What does Trooper Hate do? Attack power is lowered against shock troopers. Given that that's going to be the primary child of nature, Chatty Cathy. I don't know what most of these mean. And that distraction lowers their accuracy. Bloody hell. Meadowbred, so standing in grass fields helps them relax. Jesus Christ. Worries about dirt stains lead to distraction and under protecting their camp by shoot force. Will they naturally become better at evading attacks? That's actually useful for a scout. So welcome to the squad, Wavy.
Please, call me Wavy. From today onward, we fight together.
Nice to meet you. Alright, so we're now going to need at least 2 or 3 shock troopers, I would have thought. So, what do we got here on this one? Charging into the face of enemy fire makes them panic, decreasing their attack power. Given that shock troopers are going to be spending 90% of their time charging into enemy fire, that's pretty bad. Natural boost in defensive ability. Metalhead Shut-In. Smell of iron clears the head, leading to a boost in attack power. Alright, congratulations and welcome to the squad.
I'm Wendy Chestlock. Kaboom.
Promising. I always like the ones that sound like they're a little bit crazy. Oh no, you're a fairly goth-looking person, so paved roads feel strange cold, lead to discomfort and lowered defense. Ooh, boost in accuracy. Excellent, yes, I'm having you. Because you sound pretty useful.
The name's Jane Turner. I'll do anything if it means putting holes in ibs.
Subtle. Okay, then we're into our Lancer, so... I'm tempted to get here and get you. Desert allergy, panicky, lonely. No, they don't sound terribly good. Frail body sounds pretty... Ow. I think I'm going to sneeze. Maybe? Maybe? No, I think I'm good. Okay, okay. Let's have you.
I'm Edie Nelson. Perhaps you've heard of me. I'm sure
Can't say that I
we'll get
have.
along swimmingly.
I mean, I've used you in a previous... Well, in my first run through of this game, but anyway. And then we've got a bunch of Lancers, so... Metal allergy. Given that you're going to be near tanks like half the time, that's a bad thing for you to have. City kid, born late. What's city kid do? Standing up paved roads from there. Okay, those are pretty good stats to have, so you can have those.
Hi there, I'm Yoko Martins. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
I like the fact they took the time to actually give every one of these guys an individual voice. That's a nice touch. Desert bred, night vision, pessimist. Improved evasion. Fire with enhanced accuracy at night. Lowered defense when at less than half health. Well, if I can... That's not too bad if I can keep him away from the worst of the heavy fire.
Nash, buddy. Pleasure to be working with you.
Your people's military bearing kind of sucks. Okay, so we've still got 10 more open slots, so let's get a couple of engineers and a couple of... So, City Kid Shut-In, Pollen Allergy, Dark-Skin Bond, Camaraderie, Metalhead Fatalist. What's Fatalist do? When HP reaches a single digit, they dive headlong into despair, causing load fire. I've got to say, yep, I'll be keeping it out of the fire most of the time, and having a boost from Metalhead. She's going to be near our tanks most of the time.
Hey.
Aye. Makes sense to me. And again, Metalhead, but lonely. What's lonely do? Need to decrease evasion when no allies are nearby. Again, he's going to be sticking close to our tank.
My name's Carl Lanzit, sir. It's a pleasure to join you.
That's another Steve... Steve Blum plays like 8 different characters in this, doesn't he? Admittedly, it's Steve Blum. He does that in everything. Okay, and I'm going to want both of these snipers, I think. Night vision, pollen allergy, lone
Marina
wolf.
Wolfston, at your command.
Okay, quick question. You're a sniper, right? How the hell do you see anything with that hair?
My name is Cesare Regard, and I'll handle things my own way, thank you.
Let's say these people's military bearing is kind of terrible. So I've got 3... So I've currently got 3 scouts, 4 shock troopers, 3, 2 and 2. And I've got 6 slots left, so I feel like I'm going to need 1 more Lancer, couple more scouts. So... we're going to be doing a lot of crouching, so bad back's unhelpful. Alright, Hermes. Congratulations on being added to the squad.
I'm Hermes Kissinger. With me here, your squad will get twice the girls.
Yeah. Nothing like a guy with an ego. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 scouts. Let's bring it up to 5. Yeah, let's bring it up to 5 scouts and get you.
My name is Susie Evans, sir. I
Lower
realize
damage
I'm
against troopers is
inexperienced,
annoying,
but
but...
I'll do all I can.
Alright. I'm assuming frail body is less than half full AP. That's not good because I'll probably finish most things with basically no AP. Yes, I'll have you.
Name's Vice Engelbart. Let's go kick this war in the teeth.
Well, at least you're enthusiastic. Night blind. No, God, he looks deathly pale. Okay. Need freak camp defender. Alright, we're getting you, I think.
My name's Hector Calvi, sir. I'm at your service from today on.
Thank you. Alright, now we've got 2 more left. Maybe get another engineer. Yeah, let's get 1 more. Pollen allergy and fancies men. Nope. Okay, so night vision, scout, killer, neat freak. Okay, congratulations. Welcome to the squad, Alex.
Hi, I'm Alex Raymond. I look forward to serving with you, Welkin.
Thank you. And 1 more slot, which I probably ought to give to either another engineer or another lancer. 4 lancers. Yeah, let's get 1 more engineer, so you.
Herbert Nielsen is me. I mean, yeah, I'll try.
That's the enthusiasm I like to see. Alright. We now have a squad.
Well, feel like you've struck a balance? Come back anytime you'd like to adjust your squad. As time passes, we'll have more recruits to choose from, so keep an eye on that list.
Thank you, Captain.
Oh, and all the recruits go through training together, so they're all ready for combat.
Good.
They'll be at the same level as the rest of the team you've taken into the field.
Excellent.
You can swap out members without the worry of losing the benefit of their experience. Trust in your own judgment and pick a team you know you can work well with.
I will do that, thank you,
That
Captain.
should be enough to get you started. You can figure out the rest as you go.
Wow. Squad leader's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, that... Yeah.
Come to think of it, Baldio's heading up Squad 1, isn't he? I wonder if he's off sorting through this stuff now, too. I'd better get a move on.
That you should, Welkin. Okay, let's go to the training field.
Welcome to your worst nightmare. I'm the guy who's gonna whip you lazy blobs into shape.
Okay, that voice sounds familiar as well. Is that Nolan North?
Still, I can't work miracles here. No amount of drilling beats real combat experience. I want you all to go out there, kick some imp tail, and then show me what you learned.
Yes, sir.
I will train that experience into something you can actually use. Level you bums up. But don't go trying to hog all the glory. A squad's a team, and we got no need for stars.
Roger that.
You will train as a class and level up by class. Scout level 2, Scout level 3. You get it?
So, yes, sir.
When the scouts level up, that means each and every one of them goes up that level. You hear me, maggots? Any of you think he's better than the rest of the team, go home now!
Well, Welkin's better because he's got a tank.
Alright. Now I'll show you lowlights how this whole thing actually works. It ain't complicated. First you go out there and fight, then divvy up that experience here.
Yep.
Once the experience you cram into a soldier class clears a set amount, it'll level up.
Pretty straightforward.
Picking which class to level up and when is your job as the squad leader. Now give it a go.
So, yes, sir.
Train all you want. I've got all day.
So, it's gonna cost 280 or 228 to level up the scouts. which I'm going to do. I'm going to do the same with the shock troopers and the lancers and the engineers, and I'm basically up to my half-hour limit, so that's probably a decent point to end this part, actually, before I hit the button that says, yes, I'm comfortable with this. So, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next part.